When we think of a rescue, we typically think of some kind of catastrophe or disaster. And we picture the person being rescued as clinging to some tree in the middle of a flood, or some sort of temporary, self-discovered refuge, and they're desperate for assistance. But often a rescue comes in a much different way, sometimes even unwelcomed at first. You're just walking along calmly, there's no danger around, everything is just fine. Then suddenly somebody grabs you and pulls or pushes you off your balance, maybe off your feet. I mean, your first reaction is to get angry. You say, "What are you doing?" Only then to look and see the hole that you almost fell in, or the truck that almost hit you. Ever happened to you? Well, it happened to me. You see, not long ago, I was a founder of a local software company. We were starting to do fairly well. In fact, we had begun a program to take our company public, and the IPO projections said that I was soon to be a multi-millionaire. Yep, things were going just fine. Then suddenly, almost overnight, it all vanished. And I went from being a rising entrepreneur to being a broken stock boy for Myers over here on 23. God, what are you doing? A rescue? From success? No thanks, right? But now as I look back at various points in time over those years, I see how my priorities and my values were changing. And if I connect those dots, I get a picture of the person I was starting to become. And I really don't like that person. Who knows what things of real value I would have sacrificed to gain the success that I now know would have left me empty. So, yeah, for me, even rescued from success. But you know, when you think about it, our successes, our achievements, triumphs, they're just another tree in the flood. They're just another form of self-discovered refuge. Maybe not from immediate danger, as much as perhaps from the dangers to come, the uncertainties of the future. So we build our little successes, our triumphs, and we hang on to them for dear life. And yet those very triumphs often have the potential to destroy our lives every bit as much as our tragedies. Rescued from my tragedies and from my triumphs. You know what's common between those? Me. Maybe I just needed to be rescued from me. So, what about you? Are you here in the middle of a tragedy? Or is everything going just fine? If you connect the dots in your life, what kind of picture do you see? 2,000 years ago, the Son of God got up from his throne in heaven and he broke into humanity on a rescue mission. He didn't do it to rescue all of us. He did it to rescue each of us. You see, it's not like some big general net that God just threw into the world. It's not that kind of rescue. Instead, it's individual, it's personal, it's invasive. Where he fights his way to that very tree that you're hanging on to, reaches out his nail-pierced hand, calls you by name, and says, that thing you're holding on to, it's not going to work. It's not going to last. Let go and take my hand.